Yeah, I started to play this game earlier, first game of the day. I don't really want to focus so much on the game as I was thinking about what I could do next as far as helping people, the new guys coming into the game. And, I think that a lot of the new guys, the newbies, whatever you want to call them, they're planning to stick around and play this game for a while. I think some things they ought to know, and it's like nobody told me when I first started as far as take care of your stats. I went for 10,000 battles or close to it without a care in the world, running around shooting everything that's in sight, just acting up, being an idiot. I didn't really take the game that serious. And I think the new guys need to know that. Be careful. Don't just go out and shoot anything and everything. Make sure you're shooting tanks. Because when you fire, that's if you don't hit a tank, it goes against your stats. So you know, take care of your stats from day one, and you won't be like me with 35,000 battles and a 1040 win rate. You you look at my recent, it's much better than that, but only by a few hundred. But my win rate would actually be up higher, around say around 53% instead of 48, 49, whatever it is now. I haven't looked at it in a while, but take care of your stats and try to learn some of the mechanics of the game, like the bush mechanics. If you back up when the foliage turns solid, in most cases you won't be seen unless the enemy is within 50 meters of you. I think it's like 15 meters you have to go back away from the bush for it to turn solid. That was one of the biggest things that I learned, when I was starting to figure out the game itself instead of just goofing off with some videos. I believe one of the first ones was a Quickie Baby video, where he telling you how to use the bush mechanics. I learned a lot from watching those videos. See right there, I wasn't double bushed and I got spotted. I'm playing the little cockroach, the E25. This thing is awesome. It's a fun little tank. I won it in some missions they had 2 or 3 years ago. They don't sell it very often. Once in a while they'll sell it. It's got one of the best camo ratings in the game. And it's pretty fast. I mean, you can really move around. You can almost use it as a light tank if you wanted to. Now, I don't know a whole lot about light tanks because when I first started playing, all I could think about was getting heavy tanks, and I ran down to the Soviet line. IS-7 was my first Tier 10, and I did not belong in a Tier 10 when I got it. Believe me, my stats and the way I played, I didn't deserve to be in a Tier 10, especially an IS-7. It just wasn't. I wasn't ready at that time. Tier 10s are a whole lot faster paced than Tier 5, 6, 7. It's just way faster. And it's enjoyable as well. I enjoy playing Tier 10s from time to time. Played competitively with Harm. I started out with Harm Z and went to Harm 'cause I pulled my stats up. You know, they put me up there for a while, and then I went from there to MOB, Mob. Both really good clans. I mean, Harm at that time, we had gotten into the top 20. They were actually a better clan than that before I got up there. They had an exodus happen, but I played in some decent clans. Learned a lot from those guys. Made my stats climb pretty fast, even though I was way down when I started with them. I was gaining 300 or 400 points every 3 or 4 months when I first started playing with Harm. They taught me a lot about listening to calls and stuff. Man, it's pretty fun. Yeah, we lost that one, but anyhow, it was a good conversation thinking about how we're going to do this. Maybe call it Noob 911 or something. Ask me a question. If I can't answer it, I'll find somebody that can. Off we go.